What is up, everyone? It is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, and I finally have time to sit down with you guys and just go over some points over Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, honey. Monday night's episode, and kind of really just VH1's Monday night, because I touch a little bit on Teyana Taylor's show, Teyana and Iman. It should be Teyana, Iman, and little Junie, because she's so cute. And then, of course, Leave It To Stevie. This will be Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 4. I think it's Do It for Finesse or something like that. For some reason, like when we get ready to do, like when I post, I like to post the name of the, on Twitter, I like to post the name of the episode. But for some reason, Mona Scott and I have been shady about releasing the episodes, titles and stuff like anywhere on the internet. I don't know what that's about. Also, I guess you could say Miss Pumpkin is also here with us. Okay, she's feeling a little jealous. My roommate has dogs, so she hates when I spend time with them. So right now she is claiming my lap, although these dogs are way too big to fit in my lap. But everybody just say hi to Miss Pumpkin. This episode, of course, we're going to be talking about you can learn a lot from reality TV. And sadly, there are two main points: the consequences of cheating and dysfunctional family issues. When people tell you to leave them alone, leave them alone. Give them time and space to do what they need to do to get themselves together. Because with Tommie Lee, that's the dysfunctional family component, is that her mother was not really there for them or the whole family. Like, she would have kids, but then end up in prison. But at the same time, that's her mom. So naturally, as all children are, they want their mama. If anything, they will always want their mama before they want their daddy. So let's talk about Tommie Lee real quick, and we can wrap her storyline up quickly from the top. Tommie Lee's mother wants to do a family portrait, but she also wants Tommie and her sister Versace to reconcile, because Versace is Tommie's little sister that she helped raise when her mother was on lockdown or wherever she was. And Tommie feels some type of way that she caught another case behind her sister. I'm trying to figure out if this is a good idea. Now, what I was trying to figure out, what deeply concerned me, was what the hell was going on with Tommie Mama's hair. I mean, girl, it looked like she just... I don't know. She honestly, I mean, it looked like she had just come off the street. That's where it looked like. Looked like she had been living in a shelter or behind some trash cans. And I was like, it was just this piece of hair, and it was slicked up to the side with the Ampro brown gel. And I was just like, girl, what's going on here? And then even for the photo shoot, it was a 70s photo shoot, but the wig looked like roadkill. I was like, where's Miss Deb to help with the wigs? I mean, or what's her name? Sister Charlene, honey. Somebody help. Where is KK? I hope they let KK make an appearance. Or is she doing time? What's the update on, what's her name? Karen King. Tommie Mama look a hot food. I was like, ooh, wee. So they trying to get this family portrait together. Tommie shows up and she's like, what the fuck? I don't want to deal with this heifer at all. And so next thing you know, her mama and her done fell out. Her sister and I fell out. Bitches and hoes and fuck yous and everything else for being slang. Now look, honestly, like, we all have thought some things about our parents, but there's just some shit you're not going to catch me saying out my mouth to my mother, regardless of what our relationship is. I ain't calling my mama no damn bitch, but you know, that's that hood type shit when you... That ain't even hood, because I know some, let's just say, when kids are not brought up to respect their parents, and that's the dichotomy of it, because Carly Red, despite everything that she does, and despite the fact that she bounces seemingly from penis to penis, and I say seemingly because this is a reality show, people put on airs, try to make folk believe they something that they really not. Like, remember when Mimi made that fake Pornhub video, or what is it, Vivid? And we thought he had leaked it, and then we realized that shit was too professional. Tommie, honestly, I just wouldn't say anything. And if you need to separate yourself from your family, if they're affecting you to the point where you want to fight and possibly catch a case, I suggest you just stay away from them for a while. And I suggest, Samantha, that you give your daughter space. And Versace, y'all just give her some space. I think Tommie Lee ends up meeting next week with Scrap's ex. his baby mama, whom I thought was married and had a baby by her latest husband. What was her name? But anyway, she worked for Chase Bank or something. I don't know. Carly Redd, when we talk about family, Carly Redd is facing the dilemma that many children face when an absent parent, mainly usually it's the fathers that end up being absent, and they end up turning to the one child that they neglect. Carly Redd has been given power of attorney and everything. Her father is dying of cancer. He has heart issues, and she is taking care of him. Carly Redd also, this is when we get to meet her new man, Sean Garrett. He seems nice enough. He wasn't that cute to me, but I heard that he's a damn good producer. There was some other things that seemed off to me, but I digress. But then again, maybe her and Sierra are into men like that. That's why I was like, they best friends or more. I don't know, but either way, Carly, there's just some things we didn't need to see. Mona Scott, like we did not need to see Carly put her flicked behind on this man and love him down with her Gucci robe on and nothing else underneath. I was disturbed. He did have some good advice to give her because she's really like having a hard time dealing with this because it's shocking that her father is all the way down there in Florida by himself and neither one of her or her two other sisters are around. I think they all share the same dad, but they don't have the same mother. So that's... It can be trying. It can be trying. But I was glad to see her say things like, oh, God never puts more on us than we can bear. Honor thy father and thy mother. Her sister also had good advice for her, too, on helping. So, now she's going to bring her father up. And I think that's good because it seems like he may be at the end of his life, possibly. Or maybe there is a possibility for recovery. And then Carly Redd can get the time that she needs with her father. So, Carly, I'll be lifting you up in prayer for that. Sean Garrett seems nice. But we are all wondering, Carly, like, is this going to be every season you get a new man because you were with C's, you were with Life, you were with Benzino at one time, and was there somebody else after Benzino? I'm just so confused. I said, Carly just lost in the heat of it all. And Carly, you need to stop getting in these situationships and figure out, because she talking about she in a situationship. I was like, that's why you can't seem to keep a damn man all the time, because you done name stuff what it is. Either y'all together or you're not. Y'all dating, you fuck buddies. What's going on? That's what we want to know. I don't know. It's just confusing. And then more family drama. Jasmine and Kirk Frost finally meet face to face after over a year. We had a lot of back and forth going on. Jasmine was involved in this dysfunctional polyamorous relationship with a fellow stripper named Kiana, I think was her name. And then the man in it was Rambo Rod that used to mess around with Mimi. And I was just like, Lord, I just don't know anymore what's going on with these people. I'm so confused. The world is just... I'm getting confused. I'm just like, can't we just keep it simple? But nothing is simple. Everything is complicated. You got 3 or 4 people in bed with you. I'm like, why? Why? Just one-on-one? I mean, that's too much concentration going on. But either way, Jasmine says that she is no longer with those two. She's trying to create a stable home for Lil Cannon. She wants Kirk to have a relationship with him, but Kirk talking about, well, once I found out he was my son, this when I was trying to set up child support. And then Jasmine talking about she want him to get with his brothers and sisters. And I think regardless of the circumstances in which a child came into the world, I do think that it's important for you to know your siblings. But one of the things I'm glad Kirk did check her on is that you can't just be showing up to press and bothering Rashida. And I think on the low, Kirk was like, because on the real, I thought I was closer to getting back into the house I had built for all of us to live under, because he still really think he gonna get to come home. So Jasmine, girl, leave Rashida alone before you get cut, because I will cut your ass, okay? Plus, I was also thinking when Jasmine said she was no longer dealing with them, I'm like, that's because you got that good child support Kirk been set up. You don't need to hustle with them anymore. You can kick back and hang out with your mama and your grandmama. And then both of them, Kirk and Jasmine, seem to think that what they did is like Rashida should just get over it. Can't nobody just get over that. I mean, it's one thing for you to cheat on your wife, but when you bringing in whole lives and stuff, like outside the marital bed, I mean... And then that comes up if, Kirk had baby with him and Rashida. was married. I mean, like, any child can do the math. To be born in conflict, and then to think that he could go back and look at this stuff later on down. I mean, because it's going to be on the internet. It's going to be free soon. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Kirk decides to meet up with Rashida and talk about his meeting with Jasmine. He also once again pitches the idea that he should come home. Rashida does feel that it's important for the siblings to meet their little brother and get to know him. She doesn't have a problem with that, but right now she's not ready to see the child. And I can respect that. Now what got me is Kirk knows what drinks she likes and all this stuff. And he done set up a drink for her, and he's like, why are you looking at it? He was just like, I'm trying to make sure it's not poison. I'm like, okay, girl, you worried about a poison drink, but not a diseased dick, okay? He been out here dipping and diving in strippers, and not to say anything bad about anyone who does, because some people, that's all they do. They collect their dollars and go home, and that's it. You know, they take off the clothes, but you never know. Plus, this girl was sleeping with 2 other people, allegedly. So, I mean, I'm just like, girl, and then people were posting, like, how long is it that y'all gonna sit up here and play these games with us? And think that it's okay. I mean, because it's not okay, you know. And then, like, Kirk and Shooter both, it's a similar storyline. Y'all out here bringing in whole lies, fucking around outside your marriages, and then want to be immediately forgiven for your mess up. But then if Rashida had gone out and done that, or Sierra had gone out and do that, y'all both be sitting there looking like boo-foo-foo, talking about you ready to get a divorce. And, you know, it's like you done tore up this woman's life, her emotions, her ability to trust others, and now you want forgiveness. Kirk, go sit down somewhere and shoot her. Let me get on Shooter real quick. Number 1, Shooter, we are so sorry. And to learn that your son was murdered over $35. There is a brotherhood meeting, all of his friends and close family. The males come together to discuss about what they can do about black on black crime and this violence with the children. I think that's great. We all need to have a conversation about that. What I didn't like is Shooter sitting around here looking for sympathy from his soon-to-be ex-wife, who has filed for divorce. Okay, y'all are separated. She showed up to the funeral. What more do you want? You the one out here procreating, having babies outside your marital bed. Word on the street is you got a 2-year-old and some woman that's pregnant, that's 2 months pregnant with your baby. So, I mean, what? Are you serious? I mean, we feel bad. And Sierra feels bad that you've lost your son. It's like her losing a child, too. But at the same time, don't expect a tragedy to be the thing to mend the bridges to bring you back. That is unfortunate. That is a, what do they call it in torts law? It's basically, it's just an unforeseen circumstance, an intervening cause. But it is not cause enough for Sierra to come back. So you can't get mad at her. And what I also found stupid was this new chick, Keely, came on the scene, who is Shooter's friend or whatever. She is the girlfriend, love interest of another dude named Kebachi, who I really have a lot of respect for. He was doing a community cleanup. He does a lot of community service. And I think that's really commendable because that's one of the things we in the black community need to do more of. Or in the what we could consider the ghettos, low-income neighborhoods. The city is not going to come save anyone. And that was one of my things I wanted to do. But unfortunately, because of my job, I couldn't run for public office. But I wanted to run for public office to try to bring about change in the neighborhood that I represented. Because a lot of people seem to think you have to be president or a U.S. senator or a U.S. rep to bring about change. No, you can start out in your school district. You can start out in your city council to make a difference. You can work with nonprofits and get all of that together and just make a change. So I appreciate Kebachi for that. He's a promoter out in Atlanta, just doing things, making money, but also about making change too. And it's not enough of us out here like that. So I appreciate that. But Keely is one of those females where you have to give her the side eye because she was like, well, you know, I used to be cool with Sierra, but now all this going on with Shooter. So basically you're saying as a woman, you're okay with men going outside of their marital bed and cheating. That's what it came across to all of us because we all looking at you like you sound dumb. But I mean, if that's how you feel, that's just how you feel. We saw your irrational childlike behavior. You at the club, young jock talking about he home baby. He basic. Because Kebachi told him to watch Keely because she tends to get out of pocket at these things when he sees other women talking to him. Sometimes, yes, other women might want to get with your man, but also it could be business as well. For instance, let's say that I have my own mixology company, and maybe I want to do business with K Bachi and promote, like, say, a day party or something in Atlanta. Maybe I want to come out from LA and do that. So, I mean, it's business. So don't interfere with your man's money so he can take you out and have a good time and take you out on nice trips. But Keely's been in the industry, so I have a feeling she knows, because I think she started out at, was it Def Jam or Rock Nation or something. But either way, the good thing about Keely, though, is this, though. She knows her business, and she's able to help Just Brittany. Just Brittany, as you know, was a new girl that Stevie J is supposed to be working with. Oh, real quick, when Shooter said, I feel divorced, how in my mind, I was like, dude, you're getting a divorce. You're separated. You're estranged. Anybody else catch that when he said that? I was like, it's all over now. Take it like a man. Okay, it's over. Just Brittany and Keely get together to get their nails done, and Just Brittany is giving her the rundown about how Stevie J let the Latin hot mamas come in there and take over her rehearsal session. And she was talking about how Stevie J is making these business offers. And also at that party, real quick, let me back it up. At that party, K Bachi was promoting Just Brittany's performance, and she did really good. People were saying she kind of reminds you of a Mary J. Blige type, and I can kind of see that. I would get rid of the orange hair, though. I know that's part of your look, but honestly, the colored hair, we've seen it with Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim, Jessica Dime has done it. Countless others. Let's try to do something different. But Keely does have her business together. She's not going to let Just Brittany get a raw deal with Stevie J, because she said she already knows Stevie J is one of them. He's so talented, but he fucks around with his artists. It's not professional. It's not business appropriate. And it sure the hell ain't going to bring in any income. I mean, what did you really get out of Jocelyn at the end of the day? But she said she would probably try to get with Stevie and see if she couldn't do like project management or something like that around Just Brittany's project and development as an artist. And I think that's a good idea. Oh, Just Brittany had me hollering when she said, and that's when Enchilada and Erica came in also. She was like, so I don't know how to pronounce her name, Estelita, whatever her name is. I was like, I was like, but I like what Keely said. She said they probably just feel threatened. And I know Erica Mena feel threatened with them struggle vocals she got. All I could think about was that goat that they used in all the clips. Would be like, ah, ah. And it's just a terrible sound. And I was like, it's like Silence of the Lambs. I think that's all I've got for this episode. Next week, Steve J talking about he might be going to jail. He is handing over control to Mimi to handle his business and his artists while he may possibly be locked away. For the life of me, what I don't understand about Stevie J's situation is, why is it every season we got to watch you possibly go to jail or prison because you don't want to pay child support or get caught up? Aren't you on some payment plan? Are you Mona Scott giving you checks? And I know Rashida show the hell ain't gonna shake them Mona Scott checks. That's why she be sitting up there looking sad and blue, letting Kirk Frost, just shit all over her, okay? Although a lot of people say that live in Atlanta say they don't really think that's a real storyline. They just think that Kurt and Rashida are milking it for all it's worth. So I don't know what the truth is. This is a production. It's improvised reality, somewhat scripted. Really, I think they just give them direction on the conflict that they want to see with the different actors, reality stars or whatever. But either way, let me make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, so real quick, a word on Teyana and Iman. This particular episode focused on her winning a VMA. She wanted to recreate the classic, iconic look of Janet Jackson when she was there and won. She got the look. She changed the number and the word, what was it? Underrated 7, and I think Janet put pervert 2. And that may have been right after the Super Bowl incident with Justin Timberlake. So I thought that was cute. I thought it was cute that Iman was spending time with Junie trying to get her look like her mom. I thought that was cute, but Junie was still in the show, honey. I like Miss Junie. Teyana has her own production company, an all-female production company. I think that's awesome. We need more women in the production realms. Leave It To Stevie. This particular episode, Stevie is exploring the possibility of opening up his own restaurant as well as getting his own action figure. Lil Scrappy played him to a T. Baby, when he came out in that cape and all the muscles. Although he still has a belly, like he doesn't have washboard abs anymore. He has like all these muscles and stuff. I mean, he has like a beer bulge or something in his belly. But for Stevie to be as old as he is, Stevie does look good. It's hard, but I hope he gets himself together. So he spent some time with K. Michelle. He's decided that maybe brick and mortar isn't the way to go. And I'm like, didn't you and Benzino open up some sort of sleazy burgers joint or something, or some cigar bar? I know at one point they were attempting to, or they never did. I don't know what happened. People can say whatever they want about Tommie Lee, but I appreciate her thoughts on the matter. Like, I don't do fake. Me either, girl. I don't do fake either. Shoot her, get over it. It's all over. You fucked up, and it's sad that your son died, but at the same time, what you did ain't right. In the end, with Leave It to Stevie, he ended up with a bobblehead. A little scrappy, got him good. It's a cute show for what it is. It was good to see K. Michelle. Next time I'm in Atlanta, I definitely want to go check out her space. It's always cool to see women winning at business. It seems as though it's doing very well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check that out next time. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I have been Miss Sophia the Diva. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Help a diva out, because y'all know YouTube on this bull. You know, you got to have 4,000 impressions of people watching your stuff or 1,000 followers. Why? Either way, YouTube just like with Facebook, that's a different video. We should talk about how can we find others to create platforms outside of YouTube and Facebook. I enjoy Twitter, but Twitter doesn't have the same functionalities as Facebook. I enjoy Instagram, but Instagram is owned by Facebook, so who knows? He may decide he wants to start charging for that. People like, that email's been going around for the longest. I'm like, it wasn't an email. He sat before a Senate committee and told them that there were plans to possibly start charging. Anyway, this video has gone on long enough. Thank you guys for joining. This has been Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 4, Do It for Finesse, where we learn a lot from reality TV. And Shooter and Kurt, you cheat, you lose. Carly read, yes, honor thy father and thy mother so that thy days will be long. Sometimes God sets it up where we have to end up taking care of the very person that has neglected us. It happens. I have family members and friends where it's happened. I ain't seen their daddy in 30 years. He's sick and dying. And guess what child? He comes from all these other kids you got, but you want me to help you now. As for Tommie Lee and her family dynamic, y'all, everybody just needs to get in counseling together. Tommie, you need to address your drinking habits as well as your anger management. You should not be so hot-headed and pop off like that. Did you not learn anything from watching Dave Chappelle? If you haven't watched it, you need to watch his segment on When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. All right, that is all that I have, Diva Loves. Thank you all for joining. I've been Miss Sophia the Diva. You've been all that. And Miss Pumpkin Girl, where's my purse? Where's my purse?